Oh boy, I haven't spoken about Sonic Racing Crossworlds in a very long time, so let's talk about it. Today's video is going to be a little bit different as I wanted to go back in time and take a look at how much Sonic Racing Crossworlds has improved since Team Sonic Racing. As we know, Team Sonic Racing released back in 2019 where it wasn't received too well considering it had many problems with it. I still don't understand how Sega decided to create this game considering the major success Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform had. That was a game everyone loved due to the amount of gimmicks and characters involved. The funny part is, Team Sonic Racing sold up to 3.5 million copies as of June 2025, and I guess that number may continue to rise somehow. I actually own Team Sonic Racing as of 2021 or 2022, and to be completely honest, I just was never a fan of it. It just felt boring in terms of gameplay and how it controlled, but let's do the comparison later on. So I first off want to start with Crossworlds, as this game was the recent racing entry for the series, which was released back in September in 2025, which is crazy. That game is half a year old already. I legit felt like the launch of the game was yesterday, but oh well. The crazy part is, although Team Sonic Racing was the game that released prior to Crossworlds, I was always playing Sonic Racing Transformed as everything about that game felt fun compared to TSR. But going back to Crossworlds, everything about this game felt so fun, from the tracks to the music, and yes, I know people hate the OST from Crossworlds, but I personally enjoyed it, but that's just my opinion. Even in terms of character selection, where we will still get new free characters up until next year, hopefully. And to be completely honest, I know a lot of people have this argument. I think the only reason people weren't heavily sold on TSR was because of the character options presented to us. Like, bro, just look at this. Compare this to Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Yeah. And before anything, yes, bro, I don't have the full, like, DLC stuff, the expansion thing, whatever they called it. Like, bro, that $90 is still too much, man. I'm still against that, so, man, I'm good with just a base game. So here we are, a couple months after the launch of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and all I gotta say is, although the game feels somewhat dry and not as hype as when it first released, it still plays 100 times better than Team Sonic Racing. In terms of the gameplay, while yes, many people may say it felt stiff to control, I personally didn't feel that way, as I had so much fun controlling the vehicles that I used and kept doing tricks non-stop. It honestly felt more like a loose type of feeling rather than the stiffness I felt playing TSR, as playing that game, even doing tricks felt terrible to do and super stiff. It's like the characters and the cars felt constipated doing flips, while Crossworlds just felt like a whole flip and trick party house, where everyone was doing tricks every 5 seconds. So in terms of how smooth the gameplay is, I'll give that one to Crossworlds, as I honestly felt more intrigued to play that game and do backflips on everyone online. Now, the one thing I just never was a fan of in Team Sonic Racing was the whole team mechanic. Like, why introduce it? I understand they were trying to do something different and kinda new, I guess, but it's like the good old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What is that?
Although it is a nice little touch to play with your fellow racers, I found it to be a little bit annoying at times, which I was glad that we could do solo races. So thank you, Sega, for at least adding that, cause I'm not trying to hear Tails asking for gifts in the middle of the race every 5 seconds. Now, in terms of how the races are and how I felt about them, I don't know what people would say to this, as I actually like the competitive chaos that Crossworlds has over the simplistic, boring race formula that TSR has. Even in the hardest mode, I would get first, then just stay there for a good while until I finish the entire race. As for Crossworlds, everything feels super chaotic in the hardest difficulty, where people are behind you 24/7 and not giving you a chance to breathe because of the amount of items being thrown at you. While yes, it may be rage-inducing, I still find it to be a bit more fun rather than me racing by myself. Okay, here comes the controversial part of the video, and I'ma just say this in the nicest way possible. I think I prefer Crossworlds OST and music over TSR's. Hey. Is that a hot take, man? Is that a hot take? Hey, don't sue me, bro. Hey, listen, man. I don't know, man. But seriously, there were a lot of bangers here in Crossworlds. Even the remix of Sand Road was fire. While yes, I did enjoy a lot of TSR's music and OSTs, I just vibed out a ton more to Crossworlds, and no, I am not discrediting TSR's. That's just my opinion. So, once again, don't go crazy on me, man, please. Okay, so I actually didn't add this to the script, but let's actually talk about the items in both of these games. So I'm gonna freeball it here. So yeah, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Team Sonic Racing. The items feel somewhat balanced in the game, a little bit more than Crossworlds. Crossworlds, yeah, some, items, they feel a little bit more overpowered. For example, we have the Ghost, like the King Boom Boom. Dude, I'm feeling I'm gonna say King Boo Boo from Mario. King Boo.
Shut your
So yeah, we have that one. We have also the Goo, and we also have the Slicer, which I'm just not a huge fan of. So yeah, man, I feel like there should be other items that need to be nerfed a little bit, but I think those three are like the most annoying ones for me personally. So you guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the items, so yeah. Now in terms of the actual racetracks, I'll give the slight edge to Team Sonic Racing, as here most of the tracks felt more free and open to drive in, while in Crossworlds, due to the chaotic factor of everyone having items and being near you, you barely had any breathing room for most of the time. And well, yes, as stated previously, staying in first for a while did feel boring, but getting there was a bit easier due to the track design being more open to move around. Crossworlds does have a few open ones, but most of the tracks feel too tight or closed, such as Apitos, Mystic Jungle, Eggman Expo, and a bunch more. And yes, I will give the final win to Crossworlds, as they did kind of bring back what people loved in Transform, and that is being able to drive on sea, land, air, and even time. Man, just adding those Crossworlds for the second lap felt so refreshing, as we got to race in a new area, even if it's just for a tiny bit. But hey man, what can I tell you? I can tell you that Crossworlds is a phenomenal game, and oh boy, they did improve many things Sega failed to do in Team Sonic Racing. But what do you guys think? Where do you all stand between both of these games? Do you think TSR is better than Crossworlds, or is Crossworlds better than TSR? You guys let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. For now, stay safe, take care, and peace.